HealthWorks, a family wellness center.
Real Food 101.
The real food pyramid. Okay? How many of you guys have been brought up to 6 to 11 servings of carbohydrates a day on the bottom there? Right? We all have because just a few years ago they changed it to the myplate.gov. Not any better. Okay? I really want to point out what the superfoods are those fats. The fats and the proteins are so important for our bodies. It's important. I mean, our brain is mostly fat. Yes, we all have fat heads. Okay? We all do. All of us. Okay? If you're human, you do. Okay? So we have to feed our bodies what makes us us, what makes us human, so we can continue healing those areas. Alzheimer's is an all-time high, right? It just keeps on, and we're saying, okay, because we have baby boomers and there's so many people that are, going into this stage. Well, how long has it been that we've been told that fat is our enemy? Since the 50s. We have created this problem. This problem has been created by well-meaning people that said fat was bad for us. Number one, taking fat out of our diets has not done anything to curb heart disease. It is still going up, up, up. Decreasing our fat has done nothing, absolutely nothing with stopping cancer. It has gone up, up, and up. So what do we need to do to change that? Well, did you see the cover of Time magazine recently? I was jumping up and down. There's this big slab of butter on there. It says, "We were wrong." Okay, I've been saying that for years. Happy people eat butter. I'm just telling you. Okay, exactly. Happy people eat butter. Real butter. Okay? So really take a look at that bottom one right here. Now the next slide up, is we want to make sure that we have a good variety of selection of meats. Okay? The selection of meats that we get, it's not quantity. It's not how much you can get at Walmart for $3. It is the relationship with your farmer that makes all the difference in the world. The quality is what you are looking for, quality. Not quantity, remember, not a steak, but a steak. Okay, when you eat nutrient-dense foods, you don't have to eat a 72-ounce sirloin. All you have to do is eat about 3 ounces and you'll be good to go, because you're getting everything your body needs from that. Does that make sense? Okay, so a variety of foods. Make sure that you also add in organ meats. How many of you guys love liver growing up? Okay, not too many people. Okay, that's all right, because guess what? You can get a really good quality liver from a pill. I like to eat better than I like taking pills, right? For the majority of you that are practice members, I want to eventually get you off the supplements and eating real food. It's a process, right? It's always a process. So we start somewhere and we move into something different. But you can get good desiccated liver from a pill, and I'll talk to you about that on a one-on-one basis if you're interested. All right. So you want to make sure you get some fresh, raw, lightly cooked or lacto-fermented vegetables at every meal. Vegetables are extremely important. They give us the carbohydrates that our body is needing and also those micronutrients that our body needs. But did you know that in order to get all of those nutrients from vegetables, that you have to eat it with fat? Every one of those micronutrients that are found in our vegetables are fat soluble. That means they need fat to be able to be absorbed into the body. Okay? So liberally pour on the olive oil when you're making those salads. Okay, that is really what's going to make you absorb those nutrients. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. I have some great kefir dressing 2 recipes. So you get those probiotics. If you like ranch, I've got a great recipe for ranch using kefir. So it's going to be like a super salad, right? Okay, so 1 to 2 servings a day of cooked fruit, but eaten with the fat or some sort of cream, some sort of fat, because when you're eating fruit, you're also getting sugars, right? We need to slow that sugar down. Okay, and how you slow that sugar down is by eating a fat with it, like, an apple with some nut butter. Does that make sense? So when you're doing that, you slow that sugar down, but you also get all the benefits from that particular fruit. Okay? All right, so then you'll notice that grains is a very small amount. Okay, grains are a very small amount because they also increase your blood sugar. So here in America, we eat what we call the standard American diet, right? Or what we like to call SAD. Yes, okay, you're listening, that's awesome. Okay, so we're top heavy in all these grains, we're top heavy in sugars, and what's happening is we're all getting some sort of blood sugar disease called diabetes. Exactly, so when we start eating a lot of fruit all the time, a lot of grains, what we're getting is we're getting our pancreas basically knocked in the head over and over and over again. It needs to chill pill, it needs to relax. So we need to cut down on the grains a little bit. But a way to make sure that we can digest the grains better, to get those probiotics in us, is like sourdough bread. Sourdough bread is a great way to get grains in our bodies if we're able to consume grains. I know some of you out there may be grain free due to some health issues that you have, but sourdough is really good, okay, should you be able to consume wheat. Then we move on to the very top. Once a week or rarely, even natural sweeteners. Grade B maple syrup, grade B for better, contains more vitamins, contains more minerals, and I think it's tastier. And you use very little of it. A little goes a long way with it. I think it's actually a lot tastier. So honey, rapadura, one of my favorite actually, and Emily and I were talking about this at some point about coconut sugar, and I know we were talking about that as well. Coconut sugar is also really a good substitute for regular sugar if you're going to be baking a cake or something. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if it says a cup of sugar, you can use a cup of coconut sugar. And it really does taste very, very good. Doesn't really have a coconutty flavor, it just tastes like sugar. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, exactly, put it in your coffee. You can always refer back to this. This is the food pyramid that you really should go by.